Welcome back to Football Friday Night. Now, throughout all of history, wars have been waged and battles fought to determine who the preeminent power of a kingdom will be. A timeless struggle between those on the throne and those who challenge for it. But it's not a matter of if there's change, it's when. Inevitably, a time will come when the kingdom falls and a new empire rises. But is that night this night in the 7A? Will it be the dawn of a new day as Rodgers finally overcomes Fayetteville, who's shown weakness this season? Or will the Purple Rain reassert its iron grip over the conference with a decisive victory over just another would-be challenger? The stage is set, the crown is on the line, and the battle begins now. We start in the second quarter, tied up at 7 apiece. Mounties ball. Jeff Regan top shelves that one to Braxton Lindsay, who comes down with it. And the man is the Terminator. He cannot be stopped, and he will not be bargained with, leaving Bulldogs in his wake. Rodgers back on top. Purple's turn to respond, and I've never seen a better example of what than that. Kenyon Johnson, 34-yard touchdown. Dogs answer. So Big Blue, what you got? It's Regan with the keeper, and he owes them boys downfield blocking some dinner for those blocks. And Gen Z wishing he was a yard closer because it's a 6'8", 68-yard touchdown for the Rodgers response. But we ain't done yet. Fayetteville with the clapback. Hank Hendricks to Charles Whitlow. And the screen door is open, and the end zone must be business because he's standing on it. But my gosh, I'm going to need a neck brace for all this whiplash. Ensuing kickoff, Titus Kramer gone, and Rodgers suddenly starting to take control. They forced the first punt of the half, then proceed to capitalize on it on the next possession, 2-score lead. However, Fayetteville not going away. Kendrick Williams didn't catch it, but don't worry, it ain't contagious. It is sick, though. Awesome reception. However, ladies and gentlemen, how about this? The Rodgers Mounties have arrived. They are the real deal this year. They down the Bulldogs 56-55 to stay undefeated this season. And for more on the rise of Rodgers, let's send it out to Robin Hearn.
Yeah, Alex, it was 2 onside kicks that helped Fayetteville claw back in this one, but the Mounties special team coming a big win needed, especially because they were able to stop a field goal in the beginning of the game as well. It was a slow first quarter for both of the teams, but they were able to find the end zone. 6 touchdowns into the second would bring the fireworks. Mounties special team, like I mentioned, with that blocked field goal in the first would set Rodgers to take the lead. And for Rodgers, it was Regan, as he uses legs a lot, finding the end zone 3 times, once in the second and twice in the second half, and he did have a passing touchdown as well. On the other side for Fayetteville, they hung in there with some great catches there from Johnson and some great throws from Hendricks. But Fayetteville still searching for that first conference win as they go on the road to Northside next week. And then Rodgers will be taking on Bentonville West. Should be a fun one there next week as well. They are back at home in Fayetteville. Robin Hearn, 5 News Sports.
Thank you, Robin. Now, for most teams, this was the 5th game of the season, the halfway mark. Now, I always do this speech at least once a year, and I think with time now on the shorter side of the season, this is the perfect opportunity. Now, an average play is 6 seconds. Any given game, there's 60 plays, which means you are actually playing the game of football for 360 seconds or 6 minutes each Friday. Multiply that by the 5 games remaining, and seniors, you have 30 minutes of football left. Think about that. Half an hour before your high school career is over. The length of a TV episode before that curtain falls. The culmination of years of work, blood, sweat, and tears, done. Make the playoffs, though, and each round buys you another 6 minutes. So my question is, what are you willing to give to get those? Because each week, that team across from you is trying to take that time. It should make you mad. They're trying to keep you from being able to continue playing football. So put in that extra work. Run that much harder every play. Push yourself and team to exhaustion and perfection so you know you gave it all you had in the time that was left. 30 minutes. That is all you're guaranteed. Now it's time to see who makes the most of it on the next Fantastic Football Friday night.